Those two outside drops are what set up the down the line. So you go outside, outside, and then you go inside down the line. Really good shots. All right. Hey guys, welcome to another Pickleball Dojo breakdown. Today I'm breaking down a friend of mine's open play. I think it's about levels 3.5 to 4.0 here at the drop in Tacoma. I had a lot of fun during the last breakdown, so let's get into it. Here's the first one. I want to talk about this one before I show this to you. Not every ball that you hit is a free pass to the kitchen. So let's watch this. Okay, so a couple things I want to point out here. So Jake right here in the black hoodie and the white hat, he hits a decent drop. It's high enough for the guy in the black hat to attack. As this guy in the orange, what I would be ready for is either crash the kitchen and always expect something fast and be able to attack down, especially because they're hitting from below the net. Or you want to be ready and split step to be able to reset the ball. This guy seems like he kind of got caught by surprise, didn't know what to do, got tied up there. So takeaway there, either expect that fastball, know what to do, split step, be ready to attack the ball. So another concept I want to talk about is, especially at the lower levels, I see this, even at 4.0, 4.5, where you're not crashing the kitchen on a good drop and putting pressure on your opponents. So I talk about this a lot too, but even as the person that's not hitting the ball, you can still make an impact on the point. So let's kind of go through this and we'll talk about this in more detail. All right, so let's take a look at this again. All right, so guy in orange hits a really nice drop to the backhand of Oliver here. As this person on the right who's not hitting the ball, you should be assessing to see how is your partner hitting the ball. If your partner is hitting the ball and it's a good drop and your opponent has to hit below the net, I as the off-ball player would be looking to crash the kitchen on that drop. And in this case, instead, I know this is open play, but just kind of nonchalantly walking up to the kitchen, they end up losing that point. On the flip side though, I think on this very next point, Jake does a really good job crashing the kitchen here. It makes that much of a difference. They end up losing the point, but they put themselves in an opportunity to win the point, right? So right here, I guess he's kind of watching. He sees that it's low. He's crashing the kitchen here, and he goes to attack. They end up getting in hands fight and losing it. The only difference I would change here is if I was Jake right here, instead of attacking cross court, I would attack the guy right in front of me because the distance is shorter and he wasn't the last person to ball, so he might be a little bit caught off guard there. But either way, good idea, good play. Not every good idea ends up in the right result, but the intention was there. So that's a good shot there. All right, so takeaways in this section, right? Watch your partner's drop, put pressure on the person in the kitchen. You can still do stuff to impact the point even as the player not hitting the ball. So let's talk about lobs and when is a good time to do it, when is not the best time to do it. All right, so they almost end up digging themselves out of the hole. But if you notice, Jake on the right here decides to lob it right here. And just kind of lifts it up and kind of gives away to them. Whenever you're off balance, it's not really the best time to lob. It kind of puts you in a tough position. In this case, what I would have done is either a couple things. You let this person on the left side take that cross court dink, or you kind of reset in middle or dink it to the outside. If it was an offensive lob, right, Jake would be, as a person hitting this ball, you'd be reaching into the kitchen and pushing them off the line. This was just kind of it seems like a defensive lob. They almost got themselves out of the hole here, but they ultimately ended up losing the point. So when it comes to timing of the lobs, it's always about timing and making sure you're doing it at the right time. I don't think this is the right time to throw the lob in there. Okay, let's look at a really good point construction here. Boom. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Okay, let's talk about how he was able to set this up. So Oliver does a nice drop to the outside, pulls out the guy in orange. Another drop to the outside, pulls him out again. So that kind of forces Jake to cover the ground that the orange guy is not covering, and finds this opportunity to thread the needle down the line. Really good shot by Oliver here. Very well set up to find that opportunity there. The adjustment I would make here, I've talked about this in the last video, is as you're playing the point, know where your responsibilities are on the court, right? So if the ball is being dinked cross court, as the person in front of the ball right here, your responsibility is to cover the line, right? As a right-hander, your forehand is right here. You should be ready for it, sitting on it. As this person in the orange cross court, your responsibility is cover middle and cover that cross court dink when it comes. Obviously, this guy, Oliver's paddle face is wide open, so you should anticipate a speed up or a dink down the line here. And he just caught the team off surprise there. Really good point breakdown regardless. Really good setup. Those two outside drops are what set up the down the line. So you go outside, outside, and then you go inside down the line. Really good shots. Talked about in this last video, but deep serve, deep return, right? The deep return is going to keep your opponents back when you are on defense and give you a better fourth shot right here, which makes him reset that fifth. Again, this is the sixth shot. You want to keep the pressure on the opponent, which Jake does here. Keep pressure, keep pressure. Oliver resets, right? That's a little bit higher of a ball, so he's coming up. But here, this is good. Oliver's expecting this speed up. He's just a little bit late and hits it out. Overall, I think that's a solid point. All right, and that's it. If you enjoyed this, check out Oliver's videos. He posts a lot of his open play matches. Let me know what you think here in the comments below. If there's any other types of point breakdowns, let me know in the comments. Peace.